kayakers will see these clear spots over here on the left in the summertime, and they'll think that it's nice and shallow, and they'll hop off their kayaks and try to cool off. They'll end up over their head, going, help, help, and we always get to go, alligator, alligator!
Hi everybody, I'm Randy.
And I'm Diane.
And we're Zephyr Travels.
And today we're visiting Silver Spring State Park, and we're going to take a ride on the glass bottom boat.
Yeah, so Silver Spring State Park used to be a privately run Florida attraction that was taken over by the state a few years back and preserved. And so we're going to show you around the park here, at least this area of it, take a tour on the glass bottom boats, and have some fun. So come along with us.
Okay.
Silver Springs is noted for is its crystal clear water. It's all spring fed, and you can see right down to the bottom, and that's why they have the glass bottom boats here for the tours. There's a lot of interesting things that you can look at, fish and other artifacts that are down on the bottom of the water. This place was also used for TV and movies. Tarzan movies used to be filmed here, and they used to film Sea Hunt here with Lloyd Bridges, and this is going way, way back. So there's a lot of history to this park. Now you can come here and bring your own kayak or paddleboard and kayak and paddleboard in the waters around here, which is kind of neat. We didn't bring the kayak, but we do have our paddleboard in the back of the truck. I don't know if I can convince Diane to go paddleboarding though. We didn't really dress for that.
No. We'll come back.
Oh, okay.
While we are waiting in line, I thought I would tell you about the price of the tour. The tours can run anywhere from 30 minutes to 90 minutes. The prices range from $14 to $30, and it depends on your age group. So there's something for everybody. And right now, today, we're going to take the 30-minute tour, see how we like that. And in the future, we may come back and do the 90-minute tour as well.
Today we're aboard the Chief Charlie Cypress. This boat was built, manufactured, put into service in 1963. It's a Coast Guard inspected vessel, so we do have to have a quick safety announcement. Can everybody hear me okay? Above your heads you'll see those orange fashion statements we call life preservers. Now, we haven't needed to use those in over 100 years, and I don't want to start today. But if for any reason we did need to use them, if we were struck by a rogue torpedo, or if an iceberg came down the Silver River today, just take one down, place it above your head, take the black buckle, wrap around your waist, clip it in on the other side, and pull it tight. Now, the first person out of the vessel will get to meet our highly trained and certified alligator rescue team. They're a little bit pricey these days, though. I hear they're charging an arm and a leg. Now, with all that being said, are we ready to go on an adventure today?
Yes!
Another movie filmed right here was a horror movie that became a cult classic. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, Rico Browning was a Florida native and a local to the area. He got the part as the creature for a few reasons. One of the most interesting reasons, he could hold his breath for over 4 minutes. I can't even hold my breath long enough to tie both shoes anymore. But somehow, someway, Rico Browning will put on his costume, swim the 38 feet down to the entrance of this cave underneath us, wait for the director to give him his cues, and then film any scene needed filmed, all while holding his breath. Now, has anybody here ever seen Creature from the Black Lagoon? A couple of y'all. Well, if you haven't seen Creature from the Black Lagoon, when you leave the park today, you can take a left. Go down about a half a mile. On your left, you're going to find a magical gray and blue building called Walmart. Big copy up there. Now, if you look underneath us, you'll see that Florida snowstorm spinning around. That white stuff's what we call Florida snow. Not to be confused with South Florida snow, that's a little bit different. That's just shallow limestone finally making its way up here after hundreds and thousands of years through the Florida aquifer system. It's about 26 feet deep in the Florida snowstorm. Now this next spring we're coming into, this is known as the Spring of Life. This is a large area made up of a bunch of small springs. There is something in here I'm going to try to show everybody. We're going to be looking down there in just a moment for something that looks like the backbone of a dinosaur. Does anybody see it down there yet? Me neither. Now, coming up in just a moment, the right side's going to probably see it first. I'm starting to see it down there now.
Yeah.
Now that was tested, studied, and certified by the University of Florida. You want to know what they said it was? A rock. If you look on the left side of that rock, you'll see that long, skinny piece of wood. No, that's not just a piece of wood. That's actually a Native American dugout canoe. It's about 500 or 600 years old, making it a Timucuan or Timucuan Indian canoe. When the University of Florida got done studying it, they wanted to put it in the Florida Museum of Natural History. The Park and State wanted to put it back where it was found. In the end, they put it back within an eighth of an inch of where it was found. Now we're coming into the Blue Grotto. The Blue Grotto is a first magnitude spring, one of the two that we're going to get to see today. And it produces over 100 million gallons of water a day. Just a little water leak. It gets its nickname from that beautiful blue glow we see down there. That blue glow is just the natural sunlight refracting off the limestone bottom. The water acts as a prism. Whenever it refracts light back up to us, we see that beautiful blue color. It's about 40 feet deep at the bottom of the Blue Grotto.
That's crazy.
You can see some more of that Florida snow spinning around down there. Now, if you wonder where all this water goes, if you look in front of us, the river goes east about 5 miles until it meets the Ocklawaha River. The Ocklawaha curves and winds until it meets the St. Johns River. Now, the St. Johns is very unique because it's one of very few rivers in the world that flows north. From the St. Johns, it all flows north another 120 miles. Eventually all dumps out into the Atlantic Ocean at Mayport right beside Jacksonville, Florida. About 160 miles from where we're sitting. It's also where our manatees swim from to get here every year. Now from about 15 feet deep to over 50 feet deep in the blink of an eye, I give you Mammoth Spring. Now most people think this is where it all comes to an end. This is actually where it all begins. This is the head spring that starts the Silver River. Not only that, it also happens to be one of the largest artesian springs in the world. Mammoth Spring, as we call it, at peak flow produces over 550 million gallons of water a day. Put that in perspective, that's a lot of water. That's enough water to refill an entire Olympic-sized swimming pool in under 4 minutes. Over half of all the water in the river comes out of this one spring alone. Now, yes, the average depth here is going to be about 45 to 50 feet deep. But as we approach Mammoth Cave, that dark spot you'll see down there towards the bottom, it gets over 80 feet deep. Another movie filmed right here, James Bond Thunderball, starring Sean Connery. The greatest James Bond ever. That's right. That's got to be my favorite spring in the park. It's just awesome. Now the cave itself is about 12 feet tall, over 135 feet long. That's more than 4 of these boats put into it in length. Glass bottom boat rides, this all started back in 1878, making it the oldest tourist attraction here in Florida. Back when a young man by the name of Holland Jones decided to take a piece of glass, put it inside of his wooden rowboat, and start paddling people up and down the Silver River for a nickel. Not long after that, Film Rail took his idea and commercialized it. The rest is history and what we see here today. Now there is one more thing we got to see, of course. Back in 1967, there's another TV show filmed here, starring Robert Culp and Bill Cosby, called I Spy. One episode of I Spy called The Seventh Captain was filmed right here. Now for that episode, they used the help of some awesome movie props we're going to see down here in just a moment. Now the 3 that are still down there are now known as Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. They're about 7.5 feet tall. They sit in about 35 feet of water. They're anchored to the ground in concrete, and they're made out of an ancient substance called fiberglass. Now the right side's going to see them first as I spin. The left side's going to get that same beautiful view. Now there was originally 12 statues, and when the TV show ended, they began removing them. The locals got pretty upset. After some negotiations, they brought us back 5. The 3 we see underneath us here, and the 2 inside of our Discovery Center. They're also cleaned once a month by a certified dive team, along with all the other springs here in the park and the bottom of the glass bottom boots. Now the left side should be seeing them pretty good. Now, did everybody get to see the statues?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody not get to see them yet? Okay. Well, the only bad thing about those statues is that's pretty much one of the last things I've got to show y'all today. So does anybody have any questions for me now? The manatees, there's not any right here where I can show you. There is one place on the river that I can guarantee you to see them today, though, but I can't drive the boat there. If you want to, I'll walk with you up here in a minute to the gift shop and I'll let you pick one out. As the water warms up, they start heading to Jacksonville. About a week ago, when you didn't want to get out of bed because it was cold, there was 40 of them right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they come here to survive the cold. If it gets below 68, they'll develop cold stress. 62, they will pass away.
Ooh.
Over here on your left, again, those monkeys were seen on Ross Allen Island over here on your left today. If you want to go on that adventure, maybe get to see the monkeys. Exit the dock to the right, either way, and once you get off the dock, walk back towards the main entrance. When you get there, look to your left, you'll see the wooden bridge. It's about a 10-minute walk around the island. If you are going to see the monkeys, more than likely they're going to be over there today. On behalf of Silver Springs, Kate Leisure, and myself, I'd like to truly thank each and every one of you for coming on this ride with me today. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I don't think I have any.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I have. Well, that was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of fish and a couple alligators. We didn't get to see any manatee. We understand that they've gone north. And they were here when the weather was more chilly. I guess there was quite a few. And so yeah, we did the half-hour tour. And I think if we come back, we'll do the 90-minute tour because it's very interesting. It's really neat. You do see quite a bit of different varieties of fish. And yeah, the captain was very knowledgeable and a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah, the tour was a lot of fun. We got to see 2 springs and, like Diane said, a lot of fish. Got to see Zeus and Apollo, and what was I forget the third one down there, the statues. Saw where they filmed Sea Hunt. It was really interesting, and we really enjoyed it. We'd definitely come back and do it again. In fact, we have come back and done it again. This is the second time we've been here, but really enjoyed the tour. I did look up some of the history on Silver Springs State Park, and this has been a popular tourist destination for over 150 years. The visitors started coming here in the 1820s, and They would make their way up the Akawala River to the springs. In the 1870s, Philip Morris invented the glass bottom boat tour. In 1916, the Silver Springs was used in a Hollywood movie, one of the first ones. In 1924, W.C. Ray and W.M. Davison purchased the springs and added larger gas-powered boats. In 1929, Ross Allen opened up the Ross Allen Reptile Institute at Silver Springs. In the 30s and 50s, the springs were frequently used for Tarzan films. In 2013, the state of Florida took over operations of Silver Springs Nature Theme Park and combined it with the Silver River State Park. Well, we've been told if you take this trail over here, you might get to see monkeys. So we're going to take that. He says it's just a short 10-minute walk. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big long ride.
Big long walk.
Not a big long hike or walk.
So we're going to do that and see if we can see any monkeys.
Yep. That's right. If not, Diane will do her monkey impression for you.
No, I will not.
So this is the Ross Allen Island Boardwalk.
Ooh, Randy, look. It's just like Zephyr.
Well, Diane, I guess you're off the hook.
I know, although it didn't make any noise.
Yep. Oh, your impression has noise?
He was cute.
Yeah.
They probably have it, set up so, every day one or two of them's got to go out and see the people.
That's their job.
Yeah.
Oh. Went down there. Couple.
Oop, there he goes. Well, we've seen at least three monkeys.
Yeah, but see three. Well, actually, those two way out in the tree. That,
Oh yeah, so about 5 monkeys.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's real easy to find the monkeys too, because all you have to do is just walk along and you see a bunch of people pointing. Stop and look that direction. There they are.
Yeah, and it's not like they're the color where they camouflage themselves unless they get into, something more brown, because they're like a brownish color, brownish red.
Yeah. They must have some type of ranger programs or something here.
Amphitheater.
Well, the monkey walk was fun, and we did see quite a few monkeys.
Yeah, and they're actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
There was one on the railing, in fact, that really didn't seem to be afraid of people. So he may come up, you know, it's a regular thing for him or her.
Right. And who'd you say they look like? Zephyr.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were kind of the same coloring as Zephyr is, that reddish brown color.
Right.
Yeah, and the one that was right on the railing, he was quite cute.
Yep.
Did they bring the monkeys in for the Tarzan movies?
Well, they brought them in as an attraction, and what the tour guide told us is they thought, well, we'll just put them on an island and they'll be fine on the island. They won't, you know, they'll be captured there.
Right.
You know, they didn't realize that the monkeys swam off the island the next day, and so when they went by with their tour to show the attraction of the monkeys, they weren't there. And they've been repopulating themselves in Central Florida, and they can be found anywhere from, you know, here from Jacksonville all the way down to Orlando. They figure there's well over 1,000 of the monkeys.
They're actually very cute.
They're very cute.
Yeah.
We were told don't get too close.
Right.
They may throw things at you, and it's not
Which-
chocolate.
Right. Also, if you've never been here, you can also bring your paddleboard and your kayak because that is allowed on the springs.
Yeah, I think we might come back and do that sometime.
And there was actually quite a few out today.
Yeah, it's very popular.
Randy can paddleboard. I will go into the kayak.
Oh, okay, well, we would have to do
Right.
the same.
I mean, you know, unless I continue to sit, I don't think I haven't tried.
You haven't tried standing up yet. That's
and this is
yet
not
to
a
become.
place because they do have alligators in the water.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, they actually call the alligators their rescue team. So if you fall in the water, they will come and rescue you.
Yeah, they'll yell.
And then
"Alligators!"
and they're not, you know, they don't charge a lot for that, just an arm and a leg.
Right, and they yell alligator, and people, you know, quickly get up in or on whatever they, you know, watercraft they brought.
Right. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did,
Please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, we would appreciate you if you subscribe to our channel, Zephyr Travels.
yeah, we post videos like this on a weekly basis, and we love to have you follow along on our journey.
So until next time, we will see you at our next adventure.
Yeah, we'll see you guys down the road.